Your name was?
Fergus O'Hare.
Fergus O'Hare from Ogilvy
Paris.
Ogilvy Paris. So I was yesterday seeing the exhibition. No, I see a lot of nice pieces, very interesting pieces. No, about 318 pieces. What do you think about the exhibition? Because they put them on the street for the people. It's not the usual way we use in other cities in Europe.
I think that's a wonderful thing. When we arrived, on Friday night, we were driving into the city, and we passed the museum, and we saw all the prints. I've never seen that done before for advertising. And I saw people were looking at it.
Looking there, yes.
People were looking at it. It was incredible. And it was incredible to see the pieces. They were stopping, they were reading them, and it was like, I think we were kind of led to believe that people don't read ads anymore, they don't look at them. But it's like, it was kind of proven that people do. And,
it's an improvement that when you do intelligent advertising and good advertising, people look at them.
Yeah.
If you put their old pieces or nothing pieces who they don't say nothing, I think people will go and not look. No,
it's incredible, because I think we've been led to believe, especially with press, and everyone keeps saying interactive is the way to go, and no one reads press anymore, and no one looks at press, and it was kind of proof that people actually do. If something is good, it's well art directed, it looks good and well written, people will stop and read it, and they're still doing it. I mean, people still buy magazines, and they take them planes and trains, and I see it in Paris all the time. People still read them, so it is. So I think it's a great thing they do, and it's great exposure for us, for people to actually know what we do. There's still so many people that have no idea what I do as a job, or what cover writers do.
It's the opposite. You are from France, but you are not. You're English.
I'm Irish.
Irish. Sorry. Okay, but you are in Paris, and when we go to Cannes, no, everything is closed. A lot of people. It's complicated to go into to see the exhibition, no, because you need the pass to go into.
Yeah.
And here it's on the street for everybody. No, it's the opposite. Other kind of showing advertising.
Yeah, I think that's important. I guess because it's all about the people. It all comes back to how people feel about the ad you do. So I think that's great. I mean, it's better. Sometimes I think it's like advertising to advertising people. So it's great. I mean, it's great for the public to have an awareness.
And what do you think about the level? You're on the jury, no?
Yeah,
you was on the level of the pieces.
It was mixed. I mean, there was some great work, some great international work.
Yes.
One thing I noticed about the international juries is stuff that people get immediately. Is stuff that wins, and some of the better stuff. So there was like a mix of standards. It was from like very poor to very good.
Okay. The ideas, you don't think the ideas repeats? Sometimes you say, I just see this in another jury or another. No, you don't think sometimes it's the same again.
I do. I think the problem with the internet now is like everyone's looking at the same things.
Everybody can.
It used to be blatantly obvious when you saw two pieces the same, and someone had just copied someone else's work. But I think now with the internet, everyone's looking at the same blogs, the same sites, so you see a lot of the same work repeated a lot of the time.
So this
because we're all kind of looking at the same things.
It's the globalization, internet globalization. So it's good for advertising, or not so good because we see the ideas in.
It's kind of good. I kind of feel like people. People kind of are looking at the same stuff, so I kind of feel like who gets it out first. I mean, it's happened even in Cannes. They see two campaigns the same. I think I think the advertising industry understands that, because normally if they see two pieces similar but art directed differently, it's not that they punish them for it. They'll print them side by side to show that two people had the same idea. But I think it's like the judging. We judge like we judge any other international festival.
The winning pieces we will see this night, is this more European pieces, or is it more West European or more East European? Because now we are in East European Romania, so the level between East and West Europe.
There was some.
Is there big differences or not? Or?
I think so. There were some nice things from Eastern Europe, but
not so much.
Not so much.
Okay.
No, Western Europe seemed to be leading
stronger
the way.
in the pieces. What can be the reason? Because the industries they are stronger. Because what?
Yeah, I think like certainly in I can speak for Paris. The ad industry's got very good, and there's a lot of talented people there, and the creativity has kind of grown and got better, and there's much more expected of this.
Who's the country who gives more pieces, who put more pieces in this festival, AdPrint? Which country?
There was a lot of things from Paris.
From your country?
From
Okay.
my country, yeah. Which
You also your company, your Ogilvy?
Yes,
Also Ogilvy?
yes,
Okay.
yes, there was, which we weren't allowed to judge on. That was
Yes.
from our company, but yes, there was quite a lot of stuff from our company.
Okay. So France is a very strong. Germans are also normally very strong in print advertising, but they are not. The Germans used to be very strong and a lot of Cannes prizes, no, in print advertising, but they are not very presented here. Not very big presented in pieces. Or you don't remember?
I don't remember where they were from, to be honest with you.
My country, Spain, I think is nothing. I didn't see it. I don't know if there are some pieces, but I think very little. So
well, I wonder has it anything to do with the recession in Spain? I think you've been hit hard there. You know,
but it's not expensive. It's not expensive to give your pieces here to this price.
No, it's not.
Not like in Cannes and other countries where you have to pay hundreds of euros for each pieces. No, here not.
But it's probably because it's not as well known as Cannes. Still, there's probably not as many people
Everybody wants. Yes.
Working. I mean, Cannes is still the bar for people to win.
You think this kind of festivals are important for the industry?
I think they are. I think every
you don't think we have too much? Some people say we have too much. We only look at our festivals as how good we are and the prizes, the galas. But now the problems are so big for the industry that some people think we're losing the time with this kind of things. So I ask you your opinion.
Well, I think about festivals is, normally there's a lot of the same work to win each festival. So it's a good thing. As a creative perspective, it's always nice to win awards and be awarded by different judges, with different judges that judge in different things. So as a creative, it's kind of nice to know that there's so many people who kind of like your work. But no, I think it's good. I think it's good because it's great for locals, and it's like they have the awards here and the thing, and I think it's great for creativity. And people see other people get up and picking up awards. It really spurs them on to do better work, which I think is good.
How is the moment now for? In France, in Spain, we see with a big crisis, economic crisis, also advertising crisis. No, spendings are going down, advertising spendings. How is it in your country, in France, in this moment, with the advertising industry?
Last year was yes. There was a lot of cuts, a lot of budget cuts. But this year,
it's coming back.
Things are coming back a bit. People, you can kind of see it. You can see it on television as well. People are starting to spend money again. I think clients are kind of seeing the end of the recession. And it's very easy to get lost. If you're a brand, you get lost in the middle of a recession. So I think they're starting to spend again. It has started to come back again.
You use a movement from TV, outside TV spendings, sports to internet or other kind of advertising. You use this kind also, like we see in America, where they are number one always, and then it comes to Europe, the big companies are going out from TV. Is this happening or less TV? This is happening in France.
There's certainly less TV happening. I mean, that's been happening before the crisis. There's been a lot more things happening on the internet. But we've done quite a lot of TV in Paris this year, actually. But I mean, people, we still love doing TV spots, and it's like it's still kind of great. And people making a lot more kind of, TV. A lot of TV has been switched to the internet, and things are running on the internet, and the whole campaigns have been based around the campaign on the internet. But I think over the certainly I can speak as Ogilvy as a network. The production department has been halved in television and stuff, and a lot of people having to retrain and learn to do things differently and learn how to do things cheaper for the internet. But I don't think the quality has dropped of things.
In France, we see there are some movements against advertising. Movements against advertising.
Yeah.
No? I see in the reports on the television sometimes they go and write something over the posters, the advertising posters. No publicity. Then there was a film and a book, 99, very strong, very hard, very critical with advertising. So it's the only country I know, I think, where there's really a movement or something against advertising. No, it's strange. We don't see this in Spain. We don't see this in Ireland, I think, or in Germany. So
which country is it? France.
Yes, I speak about France. They are strong. They are we know the French people. They are also very strong in a lot of things. Not only with this, but we see this kind of advertising anti-movement. So, what do you think, or what can you tell me about this? Because for me, it's an interesting phenomenon. No, I only see it here.
Yeah. Well, it is kind of strange. I have seen advertising graffiti, but
graffiti against advertising.
You can look at it two ways. At least it's getting a reaction from someone. You know what I mean? So it's kind of working in some way. You know.
Yes.
But like we say, people are entitled to their opinion. It does a lot of good things advertising as well.
Yes. So can this be stronger? You think this the starting movement? Will it be stronger? Or it's only a little. Some people will say opinion, and I'm not. They don't like what the industry or advertising does, or what can.
What can it mean? I think it's been around in France for years. I don't know if it's growing any stronger. I haven't been pelted with eggs or anything yet, so I think it's still so many people just don't know what we do.
Yes. But it's a sign for us, no? For you as advertisers, we as industry, it's a sign that we have to change something.
Yeah,
no?
I think we have to be responsible. And
don't to be so strong to the people, attacking them with sports, always another kind of advertising, more soft. I don't know, more. No.
Well, I guess it's like but I guess it's about advertising. I guess about entertaining people as well. I mean, there's a lot of. I mean, since the internet, a lot of advertising that's been put in the internet has been sent around freely by people. I mean, it's like years ago. It was you had your channels, and advertising was forced down people's throats, and I think people don't buy that anymore anyway. So I think it's like we're having to find more clever ways to reach people and entertain them and keep it simple and some of the best campaigns are things that haven't even run on television, and then people have just sent them around virally. So there's still obviously a lot of people like it. Like if you think of Cadbury's Gorilla a few years ago, it had 11.
Now nobody can see the gorilla anymore. No, if you ask people, please don't give me any more gorilla. I've seen it. So we speak, all the industry speak about the gorilla. But it was a very good idea.
But it is, and it's kind of split the industry. I mean, we were just talking about it yesterday. People are going, is it good? Is it bad? And half the people don't like it, and half the people like it. But it's like the best advertising. It's like it's better for if you create a piece of advertising. If people hate it or people like it, that's a good thing. It's when people are indifferent to it.
Yes, you're right.
That's when you have kind of problems.
That's right. Okay. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're the president of this. Your name, please.
Ryan Fraser.
Ryan, from which company? McCann in London. Okay. So what can you tell us about the proceedings? How it was, the systems you work here, was there a lot of discussions? Was it easy to get the pieces? How was the working together with the jury in these days?
It was a good jury. There were no fights.
No fights? Not like in Cann, okay.
No.
Normally we're used.
There was some interesting discussion, but there was no one. Most people walked away feeling the correct work won.
Oh, yeah.
So it was good. It was a good jury.
Okay. You're both presidents.
Yeah.
Can we say? Okay. Your name, please. Sorry.
Colin Nimick.
Okay. Also from which?
From OgilvyOne London.
Okay. So you say it was no fighting. How about the level you see here? The level of the pieces. We see them in the streets. What do you think about the journal level? Was it the level you're used to see normally or to work with?
I think the best. Yeah.
Yes.
I think there was some interesting work that we can't see anywhere else.
Why did you find the worksheet?
The very good work is good.
Is there not a big difference between the West European countries level, the East European countries level we are here? You don't see a big difference about this kind of level of.
But the problem is when you're judging the work, you don't know necessarily where that work's from.
Okay, you don't.
So it's difficult.
But you see it. But if
You see it, but you don't necessarily know where it's from.
Okay.
Obviously, some of the work you've seen before, so you know, but most of it you don't.
Okay. So this night in the gala we will see the winners. I think more West European countries and not so much East. Possibly also English. No English advertising. No, not English. Because I think English level is normally a very high level in print. No.
There's some French work there that's good. Yes. There's quite a lot of French.
And a lot of pieces, no? A lot of
Quite
French
a lot
pieces.
of French, yeah. I'm not aware of anything from Spain.
What about yes, my country, Spain? Not pieces or not?
I don't think so, but I could be wrong.
Okay. And what do you think about the exhibition? That they bring the pieces to the people outside? I never saw this in other festivals. So what do you think about this idea?
We saw that when we arrived.
The first time you see it.
Do this done more often.
It's a good idea, no? To bring it to the people. Not always people go. You have to look for which house it is. No, in Cann it's impossible for the people to see it. No? In Cann it's very difficult. No, you have to have your access, and here you go to the street and you can see it.
And why not?
You like it, no? Yes. So it's an idea we can export, no? So we can learn something from these people here in Romania, no? It's not everything done in West Europe. We can. What more you think we can learn about advertising you see or ideas you see here, speaking with the people? Are there more things you like and you say why we cannot translate this to our advertising in our countries, no, in West Europe?
Well, that was the only thing that really stuck out as being particularly different from another judging process. But
I think there's a real enthusiasm for creativity here. That actually, in Western Europe, we may talk about creativity, but here there's a feeling that they really are very enthusiastic about its importance in the industry, as opposed to it being an industry. You know.
What do you think about it? This festival is only about print, and now everybody's speaking about print is dead, or it's getting dead, or it's getting out because internet, because the iPods is coming and all these things. So what do you think about in festivals only for paper, no? For something who we say some people say is the past, or I don't know. Your ideas. What do you think about it?
Same conversation a moment ago. It's
Okay, sorry.
No. But it's a good question, and it's really what you determine print to be. If you look at the new iPad that's coming out.
Yes, I say
exactly. So I mean, you're going to get your newspapers and magazines on there, and you'll be interacting with it.
But it is taking newspaper or magazine format because people like it.
Yes, but in the States we see the States is always the first one, and then it comes to Europe, and we see how they are dying, the newspapers, no? And in Germany, the people going to the street. So we see something is changing, no? In this world, and this is a festival only for.
Yeah, but newspapers are suffering for sure, but posters are not, particularly in the UK. Posters doing well. So I think it's really how you think about it. But I think from the creator's point of view, the introduction of the iPad and all the possibilities that come with that are fantastic. But the discipline is still the same. It's got to be a great idea, but well executed. But you have more tools to play with now.
Yes. So more complicated also, no?
Well, it could be, but it's more exciting as well.
Okay, that's a good word. Yes.
Yeah.
Not boring.
I think as well that they say print is dead, but in terms of print is becoming a lot more specialised, which means that you can target people, so you can talk about things that are particularly relevant to them, which means that you can have a better understanding of the target market and how to communicate with them, which is.
How do you control the fake advertising? Because always in this kind of festivals, how do you control it here?
There were a couple of things that come up that we were sceptical of, so we just asked the question.
You get it out.
You hold it up and you say, "Can you check it?"
Okay.
And they go away and check it. Okay. So I mean, that's as much as you can ever do.
Yes. I understand.
You need the media plan, and you need to.
Because the problem I see is. When you see the pieces you put outside in the street, it's very nice advertising. But when you look at normal magazine, the advertising is not always this kind of level. So that's the problem. People are not believing in advertising, or people are getting out of people in the streets and in Europe and are saying, no, please, not more advertising, not so much, or not so boring advertising. No. Normally the normal consumers don't see this kind of pieces we see in the festivals. No. So that's, I think, is a problem.
Unfortunately not.
Unfortunately not, because if they would see what we see here in the street, I think they would like much more the advertising. No, they have a nice moment when they see this kind of pieces, but it's not the usual way. So what do you think about future of advertising? Because people are really at this moment like making this. No, they say, please don't give us too much advertising. Don't repeat always the same ideas. I don't believe it advertising. I believe it. Facebook friends who told me to buy this, or my Twitter friends, or whatever. So what do you think about?
Depends how you define. Depends how you define advertising. Social networking, you can still advertise for. I mean, it's about seeding ideas. You just need to be clever about how you seed them. What you're actually saying is people don't want to be told what to do. You know, you need to present brands differently, and in a way that people can have a relationship with them. So it shouldn't be a passive relationship, and that's the issue with print on a printed page at the moment. Is it's harder to do that with the newer platforms. You can develop a different kind of relationship with the consumer. So.
But you don't see a bad future for our industry next time. You see a good
future.
Yes.
Yeah.
People will accept and people will like what we do, and people.
There's always been bad advertising. There's still bad advertising, but there's bad films and there's good films, and there's bad music and there's good music. You know, and it goes on.
Understand.
You know, we just have to focus and try our best to produce the best work we possibly can.
Understand, yes.
Yeah.
We have to do it. Okay, thank you.